up, man?
Hey,
Welcome.
How are y'all?
Good, man. How are you?
It's good. Good to be here.
Good to have you, man.
For those of you listening, welcome. Long-time listener, kind of. First-time guest.
Yeah.
Matt Oliver
Friend
to the
of the
Good Dumb
program.
Fun Show.
Friend of the program.
Friend of the program. Yes.
It's great to be here.
Yeah. And our second lawyer on the show.
Yeah, we're starting to develop a theme here.
Yeah. So we're going
to have to stop saying legally not experts eventually.
I was going to say, maybe
eventually
we should
we're going to learn
that.
enough. We'll be
Yeah.
like, we're basically lawyers.
Yeah.
I want to be very clear that this is not legal advice. This is my opinions. State Bar. Just want to make sure you hear that.
Bleep. I'm not trying to get doxxed here. Just kidding. No, welcome. So Matt has been catching up on the episodes that we've posted, for better or for worse. And he was the one who started commenting. You know, you chimed in on the sandwich debate. You chimed in on sports betting. I think that was the first time you said anything to me about the show, because I said something about, like, this is not a commendation on sports betting, and then you were like, what's wrong with sports betting?
Absolutely nothing. In moderation.
I'm sure we'll get into that, but that was the first time I was like, hey, thanks for listening. Like, that's funny. But yeah, so we've been trying to make this happen for a few weeks. We're glad you're here.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Glad we could work it out. Supposed to last week, and then something. I don't remember what it was.
Life happens.
Life's fun.
Life is fun. How's your week been, man?
Busy. So this was the first week. So I work in governmental affairs. This was the first week of the legislative session, and it was about as busy. It's going to be it started earlier. Theoretically, it'll end a little earlier than normal. So everybody's trying to get everything in. And one of my jobs is I read through just about every bill that's filed unless I read the title. And I'm
wow.
We do not care about oysters. So I don't read those. But having to read all that, it's busy.
Yeah.
So other than that, it's good.
Good, man. Good. What about you, man? What
I'm
you got
good.
going on?
I'm good, and you can cut this if you want to. But before we get
Great
too much,
start.
I worry about stuff. That's my job. Patrick does all the work, and I worry about it.
Speaking of which, yeah, you want to talk about your search for a new editor?
I don't have the funds for a new editor. I tell Patrick every week, hey,
we're
if you
gonna
can
peel.
get it.
Yeah, we're gonna peel behind the curtain. Josh is so tired of me as a co-host.
Just
we're still
lollygagging.
good as friends, but when it comes to this, he's like and it's part of it's my fault. Because I have this deadline in my head where I'm like, if we record on Tuesday, hey, I'll have it to you by Wednesday, boss.
And I'm
he's
like, that
that's
sounds great. Yeah.
And then Friday rolls around, and he's like,
Hey, just
any
checking
timeline on when this episode could be done. And I'm like, it could be done this weekend. Did you want it for Monday? Well, yeah, that's when it's supposed to be for Monday.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't have anything else, so yes, it's for Monday.
So I was slightly behind this week.
Uh-huh.
I had planned to have it done on Wednesday. I had forgotten. Thursday comes around. I took everything, had everything ready. I plugged my SD card into the computer and realized that I forgot to put the video on the card.
Oh, no.
And I left the phone here. So yesterday, that happened last night. So I text Josh literally on the way home. I go, it will be done before we sit down to record tomorrow. I got home, turned my computer on, and I was like, I don't have the heart to tell him. I didn't tell him until this morning. I was like, hey, don't be mad at me, but that episode that was supposed to be in there by the time we sat down, it's not going to be.
That's the timeline of the week. We record the episode. He tells me it'll be done by Wednesday. I check in Thursday, and then he says Friday, hey, would you kill me if... And that's how it goes.
Hey, but diamonds in the rough. We love crunch time.
We're doing this for free. So ultimately, we're getting what we paid for, you know?
It's just good, dumb fun.
It's good, dumb fun. That's all it is.
Fun.
And if the episode's not out Monday, just text Patrick and see how it's going.
But he gets nervous. He gets really nervous. Like, he puts there's a front when he's like, I don't really care. Like, we're doing this for fun. That's not the message that's coming across in the text messages. Like,
because I always lead with something super like mean to try to I'm trying to be funny. Like today I sent a GIF back when you texted me this morning. You're like, hey, by the way, it's not done and it's not going to be done. And I'm like, I sent this GIF of this guy that was just flipping everything over on his desk.
Paperwork.
And then I said, it's fine. And that was it.
But I know as soon as if Work Wednesday goes by and it's not in there and you haven't reviewed it by Wednesday, I can literally feel your tension.
Well, that's the
without
thing.
seeing you. No,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'll get home Thursday night. Like, last night, I was like, I'm waiting for the text. I know he's going to text me. He's going to be like, hey, just checking in, seeing how everything's going.
I genuinely just want to know what the plan is. Because I'm like, okay, the plan was this. That didn't happen. So now what's the plan? That's all I want to know. Like, I'm
It's
not
dysfunctional.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah,
To
okay.
quote Tupac,
Okay.
I ain't mad at you. I just want to know what the plan is. And if I need to plan to proof it and post it over the weekend, then
Hey.
I know I got to do all that on my phone. So
Well, hey, speaking of plan, what are we doing?
talking to Matt today, you know.
Is there
Sorry,
anything
guys.
you want to talk about?
Well, I do. First, I want to talk about coffee.
Coffee.
Oh, okay.
So I want to comment on your coffee journey.
Yeah.
So it's good to. I think, did I hear you right saying you're starting to kind of get to like it more?
I did. I started to like it more, and then I backtracked hard because I wasn't making it right. And on the episode that hopefully we'll publish Monday, that's not done yet, you'll learn
Okay.
that I think I cracked the code. Courtney helped me crack the code on making it right.
I'm so excited.
So I actually like it. I think I like it now.
See,
Yeah.
I almost want to wait to talk about cracking the code because so I'm a coffee snob. I also will drink a K-cup, but I'm a coffee
Yeah,
snob.
I talked about Dirty Santa and winning like a bag of beans, and then I had to go buy a grinder. I won. That was his gift that I won at Dirty
Nice.
Santa. So go on.
And I had never tried the beans at the time, but then I went and bought some because I was intrigued. I almost stole it from Josh, but then I knew he was going to do his journey, so it's like, I'm going to wait.
See, that's what I do. I give you a sob story. That way you're nice to me.
But I've got an espresso machine, I've got a Keurig, I've got a pour over, and that's what I've been using a lot lately. I have a kettle and a pour over.
Pour over's really nice.
15 to 1. I mean, I have a scale every morning. It's not the exact same amount of grams of the water, but whatever it is, I put it on the scale. I take my calculator, divide that number by 15, grind up that amount of beans, double check that many, that much coffee got in, and then I make my pour over.
Wow.
Every
Okay.
morning.
So there's like a
Hey,
science
don't
here.
ever ask me about coffee ever again.
Just go
you
to
need
him.
to talk to him. Because, yeah, I can play with the toys, but I'm not. I have never weighed beans before.
I'm invested in your journey because I've been
Yeah.
drinking black coffee since 2016. That's when I learned I didn't like coffee at all before that. On a mission trip to Nicaragua, a buddy told me, hey, this is the best coffee, especially it's fresh. You're going to really love it. You just got to drink 4 cups back to back to back to back, and you'll get used to the taste. So I said, okay.
It's like cigarettes. Your body's going to reject it at first, but just keep smoking, and you'll like it eventually.
So by the 4th, was it good?
Yes, every night. So
nice.
Every night. This was before I went to college. It was about 8 of us guys. I was the oldest, so all height, like junior. Maybe there was one guy older than me, but like all in this like 3 years from end of high school to beginning of college. We drank at least a cup or 2 of coffee each night. We called ourselves the dad group. Did not have any kids. But we would just, all the girls were in their room having their little sob story, like, oh my goodness, I just want to be loved. Us guys are just sitting there drinking coffee and in rocking chairs in the middle of a mission in Nicaragua at
That's awesome.
midnight. And we did not sleep much. But it was great. We had a good time. And so that's how I learned to like coffee. And then ever since then, recently I was drinking 2 espressos before I left the house. Now I'm drinking a pour over and an espresso before I leave the house for the most part. Or I'm having my pour over and then a K-cup on the way to work.
So that mission trip got you to become like, you just got back and you were like, I have to learn everything there is about coffee.
No, so I got an espresso machine as an engagement gift in 2021.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That's when I really dove into coffee. Before that, it was just kind of like, I pop a K-cup in, drink
Yeah.
it black. Really, I started to get into creamer when I was a freshman, but then the freshman 15 hit in the first 2 months. Also, the calf. Well, I'm not going to disparage our lovely board member, but the grill part of the calf is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I ate probably 3 grilled cheeses a day. And so I after that, I pretty much quit drinking soft drinks, and I cut down to 1 grilled cheese a day and would eat something from the buffet. But that was my freshman year. We're kind of
Discipline,
getting off
dude.
the rails from coffee, but
That's
I was
discipline.
very undisciplined.
3 grilled cheese a day?
At least.
Dude, we had a very similar freshman experience.
It's so good.
We had a very similar...
Sometimes I'd make mix a patty melt in there because the patty melts, they're fine.
Yeah.
And if so, then my junior year, it was only pretty much the panini. Whenever they'd have the panini presses,
Yeah.
I fought with. I'm sorry, bleep that. But I fought with them because I wanted them back, and somebody broke them. And so, like at SGA, I fought back and got them. So
Hey, power to the people. That's awesome.
Speaking of bleep, I almost burned the building twice making those. I've made probably 1,000 of them.
They're so good.
But I almost burnt the building down twice because of that.
Speaking of that grill
That panini
section,
press is dangerous.
I've never used it. I don't even know if
It's
they're here now.
dangerous.
I don't really go to
You can still get them.
I don't really go to the cafeteria that
still
much,
get 'em.
but I know about the grill section because I'll go over there and get like French fries. No matter what I got off the buffet line,
grill is
I go get French fries.
so good.
And I know they got like burgers and grilled cheese and patty melts and stuff. Like, did you ever put a burger between 2 grilled cheese sandwiches?
So I haven't done it at the calf. I have had that before at a restaurant, a certain establishment in our great city.
I think I know the one.
It's a really.
I mean,
I was about to say I'll
You
give
can
a free.
say
I was
you
gonna
can
say
say
5
whatever
points
you
deli
want.
and
5
grill
points deli and grill
in Cloverdale, Montgomery, Alabama.
is the best burger
It's
in
so
town.
good.
Yeah.
Everything, I don't like. So the pineapple on pizza debate that we had.
Yeah.
I like pineapple, but I don't like the texture on pizza.
Okay.
I don't like
That's fair.
pineapple's texture mixing with things.
Okay.
Their pineapple burger is
Dude,
insane.
the Hawaii
Nice.
5-0.
It's so good.
That was my birthday meal for like 3 years in a row.
It's-
I said I want a Hawaii 5-0 from 5 points.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Their Big Piggy's also really good.
Oh, it's so good.
It's got pulled pork on it and barbecue sauce under the burger.
The
Dude.
one I haven't tried is the Memphis because it's got peanut butter and
Oh.
bananas, and I want to try it. I think it's that one. Maybe I'm
yeah,
thinking of something
that
different.
sounds right. That sounds right. And you just reminded me, the best burger I've ever had is in Omaha. It's since closed, but you could go to Lincoln, Nebraska, to the same restaurant. But I went to the Omaha location, and it's called Lead Belly. That's the
Oh,
restaurant.
I wonder why.
Well,
I'm sure you're about to illuminate
you
us.
feel heavy after, I'll tell you that. But the best burger I ever had was called the Raspberry Beret. And it is your basic burger, but then the ingredients on it that make it special were a jalapeno raspberry jam and a ginger peanut butter, like a ginger infused peanut butter.
Sounds insane.
It was the best burger I've ever had.
That's crazy.
And that, before I moved here, was my birthday meal pretty much every year. Because I don't know how they did it. They served a combination of waffle fries and steak fries, like just in the same, on the plate, you know?
That's good.
And they were like the perfect temperature. They were ready to eat. They were crispy. I don't know how they did it, but it was amazing. I'm so hungry.
Do we just want to cancel this and like go get lunch?
List.
All right. Thanks, everybody. I've been Josh.
Yeah. We got 14 minutes in. We're good.
There's about 5 restaurants in this city that I will give a free ad to.
Yeah.
And that's one of them. The other one, which I'm going to shout out, if you like fried chicken sandwiches, Farmers Market Cafe. Everything they
Yeah.
serve is good.
They're
Their
nuts.
breakfast bowl,
Yeah.
I get it every Friday that I can. It's so good. Get bacon over easy eggs. If you like runny eggs. If you don't like runny eggs, get the scrambled.
Live your life.
Live your life. I choose to live my life on the dangerous side and eat runny eggs.
He's gonna be he's our PR guy now.
I
He's gonna
love-
get us. We're gonna get a deal with Farmers Market.
I
I've
love
had Farmers Market's great breakfast.
It
I've never
is-
been
it
there for
is
lunch,
awesome.
but I've heard good things.
Super
Yeah,
good.
it's
I mean,
all good.
everything I've had. Great patty melt while we're talking burgers. Great. I've never had a bad meal at Farmers
We
Market.
can talk burgers the rest of the time if you want.
Listen, there's the other two of the other restaurants I'd give free ads to are burger spots in Montgomery.
Dude, spiritually, there's 1,000 pounds in this room.
Yeah.
Between the three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
We got some heavy spirits in here.
Well,
Okay, so Farmers Market, 5 points.
so then burger wise, if you want a specialty burger in Montgomery, wherever we are, you go to
Yeah, it's fine. It's out there now.
you go to 5 points. If you want just a regular cheeseburger with whatever
Yeah.
you go to Vicky's Lunch Van.
Dude.
So good. It's not a van anymore. It hasn't been a van for like 20 years.
Yeah, they sold out.
They're on their second building. Super good. And if you want the greasiest burger you'll ever have that tastes amazing, Hamburger King.
I've heard about Hamburger King. I've never been because they're only open for like an hour a day and not on the weekends.
And
so I've
cash only.
And cash only, and they're far across town from me. So I'm like,
And they're on a one-way road.
yeah.
like
they're just hard to
downtown
get
Montgomery.
to.
It's extremely hard to get to. My guess is that
Diamond in the rough, dude.
they were trying to catch people leaving work.
Yeah.
Because it's how you get to the interstate from downtown.
Yeah.
But now they're only open for lunch, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
So
but those are the 3
burger
in
spots.
Montgomery.
Another burger spot that you may or may not be aware of. Has a really good, just basic burger.
So I don't frequent.
Why?
And well, I
Do
just.
tell.
What's that Ice Edge quote? No thanks, I choose life. I'll go there.
Sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit, dude.
Listen, there's a great Korean barbecue spot by the on the. I remember the name. That's really good for Korean barbecue.
Made my hair stand up a little bit.
Yeah, listen, listen.
Just kidding.
There's a few spots on. You gotta risk it. I mean, some of my favorite. As I'm talking, there's probably like
Put
10
that on a
establishments.
T-shirt. You gotta risk it.
Talk about the merch.
Yeah.
There's a few spots. There's probably more like 10 I'd give free ads to.
Sure.
La Cornea behind a certain university.
Yes, very good.
Right off the boulevard.
Uh-huh.
That is so good. I think they're also not cash only anymore, which is good.
Big time.
There's another. It's kind of Tex-Mex, but more authentic Tex-Mex at the end of Bell Road and Troy Highway. Go there during the day, but it's really good.
Gotcha. Have you had one of your favorites closed down? Because that happened to me.
Yes.
I was devastated. Tomatino's Pizza.
Oh, I forgot about that. So that's 2 favorites.
Yeah.
It's closed down. Tomatino's was a great.
They were the
lunch
best
spot.
pizza in Montgomery, in my
I
opinion. And yeah, they closed down. They didn't tell me. I just happened upon it one day.
They've
That's
been
gotta
Didn't
be
say nothing.
heartbreaking.
It was hard.
They've
It was a
been
hard couple
replaced,
days.
but I don't know if it's any good. I haven't
It's
been there.
another like Italian spot, but I have
Uh-huh.
no idea anything about it.
This is a funny story about learning something's been closed down. So my favorite sushi spot, try saying that 5 times fast, was Yoshimi, right over here, right nearby by
I know
McDonald's.
exactly where you're talking
Yeah,
about. That place rocked.
It was amazing. I mean, I'm talking.
It was so good.
So me and my wife we each could get like fried rice. You know, I'd get steak, she'd get chicken. We'd each get a roll, and then I would get either nigiri or another roll, and all that would be like $45. I mean, it's and like 50 including tip, whatever.
Yeah,
It was
insane.
incredible.
Like it's an eat till you get sick.
It was
It's awesome.
we would order the fried rice to take home to have lunch the next day.
Right.
It was that good.
So it's 2 meals for each of
Basically.
you for $45.
Basically.
So we're talking $22.50
Yeah.
a person. Or
Yes.
$11.25 a person.
Yeah, you're thinking $11.25 a person, and you're getting sushi and fried rice. And the fried rice, I mean,
Yeah.
we would eat the
Sushi was
sushi,
great.
some of the fried rice, and then have a whole meal left over. And you'd get the soup and salad with it, whatever. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
That sounds awesome. What happened?
We go to our honeymoon. The whole time on our honeymoon, we're eating, our food at the resort, and whenever there's sushi or fried rice those nights, we're like, man, like, we really need to go to Yoshimi when we get back. Like, we're super
Okay.
excited.
I was like, did you honeymoon in the capital of dreams?
Yes.
Okay.
No. So the whole time we're just like, man, we need to go to Yoshimi.
So when you get back. Okay.
When we get back. So a couple of days after we get back, we go. It's like a Tuesday night. We pull up, parking lot's empty.
Oh, no.
No signs on. There's one guy sitting out there with a can of paint, and he goes, "Hey, are you here to let me in?" And I'm like, "We're here for sushi." Like, he's like, "Oh no, sushi closed. Now it's a hookah lounge." And I'm like, "That's not what I want." And I think since it's even the hookah lounge has even gone away.
It's
and
been
become-
like 7
Yeah,
things.
yeah, it used
Wow.
to be a Country's Barbecue before that, which was pretty solid barbecue.
Yeah.
And then before that, it was a putt-putt spot, which I closed down for obvious reasons. But, yeah, so that was mine.
Wow.
It was really depressing.
Yeah. So you get back from your honeymoon and you look at your wife and you say, "This is the worst week of my life."
Yes. Yes. She looked at me and said, "This is the worst night of my life." So, I mean, hey, she was right there with me.
Yeah. It's like everything that just happened ruined by this moment.
Dude.
Just kidding.
If or when that happens to me, I might cry.
Mm-hmm.
I would-
If your favorite restaurant
Yeah.
goes down?
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
Taco
still
Bell
keep
ain't
it
going
still-
anywhere.
Okay, dude. No, Danny's, dude.
Oh,
Down
yeah.
in Niceville.
Yeah, Florida.
There's a
Yeah,
little
shout out.
local fried chicken joint that I've eaten literally since I've existed. Like I've eaten it my entire life. And
Local
it's
fried chicken joints.
it's the best. But one day, potentially one day,
You're going to make that trek.
I don't
and
know.
it's not going to be there, dude.
I don't know what I'll do.
You need to get on their mailing list.
Definitely get off this show if that
Yeah.
happens.
Well,
I can't handle this.
I'll
if I have
understand.
to deal with that.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot for you to process. And we know how you process.
Okay, dude.
Sorry, I couldn't not say it. I set myself up for that one. Well, okay. So you guys, I think, know each other more than I thought, which is great.
We used to be in life group together.
Yeah. Well, that's great.
Funny enough, sorry to interrupt.
ahead.
Patrick's actually one of the people, one of the reasons asked us to stop talking about college football. To make him fit. To make
Really?
It was you.
Oh, my bad, guys.
No,
It happened before you as well.
it did. It was like
But that
every
was after
3
I was
months
gone.
we'd get a new couple that didn't care about college football, or a new
Yeah.
guy would just like either tell all the guys when that person wasn't there, or text us all individually, or something along those lines. Like, guys, we just really need to not talk about college football as much. Talk about it a little, but talk. And so it was funny. You weren't the only one, even at the time. I can't remember who the other person was.
I have a couple people in mind just in the history of that group because that's our favorite thing to talk about. And it's like you get comfortable with the group and then a new person comes and you're just like talking about what you normally talk about and you find out they don't care. And that, so there's been others before you.
Yeah,
so don't
okay.
feel isolated.
Well, I was about to say, I was like, it didn't really bother me. I was just
Yeah.
like, I can't really contribute.
Yeah, and you're
But I'm
trying.
a listener. I'm a listener anyway.
And
so
you're
like, I'll
trying.
sit there and listen.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, I know it now.
Big
He's
Florida
talking.
fan.
He's talking like
So
3 years.
Yeah.
Well, Indiana now. Go Hoosiers.
You know who you like? I was thinking about this the other day when I was driving. You would be the perfect Montana State football fan.
Ooh.
Montana State, dude. I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy the jersey.
I think so. I mean,
That FCS championship was incredible.
it was
I only caught a few minutes at the end, and then I went to bed and I kind of followed the score. But
It's been an evolution. This year, I have learned enough that I can sit down and watch a game. We can talk about it. Like I'm up to date.
your
Yeah.
Bigfoot stuff really makes me think. Like that's why I'm like Montana State is
Oh,
the
yeah.
team.
how is Bigfoot
Okay.
not a mascot yet? That's what I
Well,
want to know.
you know,
He's
they
got to
al-
be somewhere.
They almost so Utah just got a hockey team.
Like the Washington Tech Big Feet or something.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's Utah Mammoths or something.
Mammoths.
That's pretty cool.
Singular.
They were going to be the Utah Yeti. Why didn't they just go with that?
The Utah Yetis go.
That would have been
that
wrong.
goes hard.
I
I
think-
would have had to switch to. I'm a Dallas Stars fan. Texas hockey, go Stars. I would have potentially had to switch. It's such a cool name.
Yeah. That is. Yeah. No, that is awesome. And then Vegas, the Vegas hockey team. Are they the Knights or something?
Golden Knights.
Yeah, I remember when that happened. I'm like, for whatever reason, I just thought that was super cool.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I might need to be a Golden Knights fan. And then I don't watch that much hockey. I went to a hockey school, so I like hockey. I loved going to college hockey games. I loved being a hater in the stands right behind the goalie. Like, that was a lot of fun. And I think Patrick's learned that. It's not about sports. It's about hating other teams.
Yeah, that's
Like-
the revelation I've
Yeah.
come to is that a lot of people don't like football. They like their team and being a hater.
Yeah. And Patrick loves being a hater.
I do love.
So
I do love it.
He fits in perfect in that.
I do.
So,
We were like 4 weeks in,
Yeah.
and I was like, I get it. I get why people are so nasty.
There was a certain university I went to. Our student section was notorious for
Oh yeah.
getting into the other team's head.
Oh, for sure.
And I want to say it was like 2018. We had a kid, or 2019, one of the two. We had somebody from the other team after the game try to fight a couple kids in our student section.
I remember that.
And it was the funniest thing because they picked out somebody to fight who was not the main cause.
Oh yeah.
So they picked the smallest guy that like in the front row and just went for him. And it was I've got another time. I've got several good stories about yelling at looking up their mother's names and stuff.
Oh,
like that. Nothing
dude.
disrespect. I want to be
Yeah.
very clear. Nothing disrespectful. Just when
just
you
the
say
fact that you know their name gets in
Yeah.
your head.
It's like just telling them, hey, tell her we said hey, and it's like
Yeah.
gets in their own.
Dude, I did that at base. I didn't, But my buddy did that. He'd find players on Facebook at baseball games. We'd sit in the outfield. We'd be right behind the left fielder talking about his girlfriend or his, like, nothing disrespectful, just like, hey.
It sounds like it was super disrespectful.
We know. The disrespect was the fact that we looked it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
We didn't say anything nasty about, like, all respect to them. We're trying to mess with him.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes you do what you got to do. But, dude, those hockey student sections, we messed with the goalie like it was our job, because it was. And what I found out later, you know, I thought the chants we did were so unique and fun, and they were. But I found out later, I'm like, okay, pretty much every college hockey team uses the same chants. They just tailor it to your team or your mascot or your situation. And a lot of the hockey chants are also soccer chants, I learned. Because, you know, hockey's basically soccer on ice, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Or soccer is basically hockey on ground, so with no skates. You know, same basic layout, same basic, not rules, but anyway. So I learned that later, but like we'd be spending the whole time, anytime anything happened, we did a goal count every time we scored. So, and we're right behind the other team's goalie for 2 of the 3 periods.
That's brutal.
Dude, if like imagine you're the team's goalie, we're up on you 3-1. We just got our 4th goal, and we say, Mavericks, goal count. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Sit.
I would be pounding the glass.
Like we're telling them. We're telling the other
glass.
team's coach to bench you,
dude.
every time we score.
It's so.
And there were others, but
Birmingham has like a kind of minor league, but like independent league hockey
like
team.
Semi-pro kind of.
Yeah, Birmingham Bulls.
Yeah.
They do that at that game.
Dude,
those
it's
games.
so fun.
It's so fun to be a part of.
I got
so
chills.
fun to join on.
I got chills just doing that because it just took me back, you know.
Out of all the 5 sporting events I've ever been to, the most fun I ever had was at a hockey game.
Hockey is
so
so fun.
One of the first games I went to in Dallas there was a fight. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
start fighting.
They go
At the
fast.
big games, because the big games, like NHL, it's you're not necessarily yelling out the goalie's name because he can't hear you as much. But getting to see a fight, that's what.
Yeah. Dude, the college games, they'll fight. They just don't let them go.
Mm-hmm.
Like in pro, they let you go till you're on the ice, and then they stop. Like they'll break you up. But in college, like basically as soon as the fight starts, they try to break it up, and they send you to your penalty box or whatever. But the fight, that doesn't stop the fighting. That just...
It ignites it.
It puts like a 5-minute break in the fighting,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But, yeah, dude, hockey's so fun. I think more people would like hockey if they would go to games.
sure.
Because it's not that fun to watch on TV, because it's kind of hard
can
to
be hard to
follow.
follow,
Yeah.
It's fun if you're invested, but in person, it's such a fun sport.
It's electric.
Yeah, even if you're not into it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It's
you
just
can go...
everybody's so fired up.
Yeah, you can go and know nothing about hockey. You'll have no idea what's going on, but you'll have a great time.
Exactly.
Like
was
that's
me.
a promise. So,
For sure.
anyway. So, Matt, one of the things that when Patrick was asking me like what are we going to I'm like he said we can just like kind of talk and see where it goes, but obviously I got a few ideas.
I was hoping this one was going to
Yeah. But before we get anywhere, one of my favorite things of late that you and I joke a lot about is discipline.
Discipline.
And it's become a topic of conversation. It's your word for the year, if I remember right.
There's a word for end of last year, word for this year, probably going to be word for 2027. Without discipline, you get nothing.
Well, and that's so. Can I share this
You
about
sure can.
about you and your kid?
Absolutely.
I won't say names, but
You can say.
okay. Well,
He's got a cool name.
bleep that.
Yeah.
Bleep it.
We got to protect.
It's all good.
We
We
got to
gotta
protect minors, dude.
We got it handled. We got it handled.
Yeah. You're gonna have to watch this one when you edit.
Let's be honest. We knew there was going to be some.
For sure. For sure.
So Matt told me, and I think this sentence lives rent free in my head because I think about it every time I see you. Matt told me that every night when he's putting his kid to bed, he quotes, or is it every morning?
Every morning when
Yeah.
I'm getting him out of the car to walk him into daycare.
Yes. And
He's
he's how old?
15 and a half months old.
15 and a half months old. Doesn't speak English.
I've
Probably understands some.
been doing.
He understands
this
whatever he's been telling him.
Oh, he's going to be able to quote this by first grade.
100%. I've been
Go
doing
ahead.
this since Alabama lost to Florida State.
Which was a,
Labor Day weekend.
yeah,
Every morning.
yeah.
Before you
it was a
continue,
big
are
day
you
for
an
Bama
Alabama fan?
fans.
I am.
Okay. Got it.
Early on in the college football episode, I said I work with one of the worst Alabama fans.
Right.
but I know one of the best ones, and that was him, because he actually cares about the sport, not just Alabama and how the sport affects Alabama. So that was him. Just another behind-the-scenes thing for those of you who are loyal listeners, you know. Anyway, so every morning as he's walking his baby transitioning to toddler into school, into daycare, he quotes Nick Saban's discipline speech about discipline and complacency. Put you on the spot.
Absolutely.
Are you able to do that right now?
Absolutely. You get up in the morning. You're entitled to
Nothing.
Nobody owes you
Play along.
Anything.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I know,
Okay.
it's Nick Saban. Nothing. Without, you could have, hold on.
You can
Get up
start
in the
over
morning,
if you need to.
Yeah, so you get up in the morning, you're entitled to nothing. Nobody owes you nothing. You could have all the talent, but without discipline, without focus, I think it's just without discipline, without focus, you get
Nothing.
You get complacent. You don't pay attention to detail. What do you get?
Nothing.
So nothing is acceptable except your best. Every morning.
It's a great speech.
Mm-hmm.
How's he doing at daycare? Do you think it's impacting him?
He's the most disciplined of them all.
You know, I love my kid. He's
I'm
not
just
disciplined.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Which is getting him nothing.
It's getting him nothing. I mean,
he needs to know.
He's funny. You know, he's a really sweet kid, and he's a really smart kid. I mean, everybody tells us how smart he is.
Yeah.
And that's just not me saying it, because, I mean, it's obviously, you know, it's me, like, it's my kid. People tell us that he's smart. He knows his classmates' names. He's saying all these words. But you don't give that kid what he wants, he is going to have a meltdown. Which he gets it honest. I mean, I'm not going to hand up. when I was young, I get it. He's very opinionated. And, you know, I was one of my friends who his dad's actually the old librarian before he retired or moved. We were trying to describe me one day, and I'm like, well, you know, I'm kind of easygoing, but not really. I'm not go with the flow. And he goes, you're invested. And so, yeah, I guess I'm invested in things. And so my son is 100% invested into things. And it's, if he's getting it, great. If he's not, great.
Yeah.
So,
but I love that you're saying that to a baby every day. And he's going to, you know, eventually he's going to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every morning after that, then we say a little prayer for the day.
Yeah.
And then this is something I encourage every parent to do for every kid. There's a guy named Ed Milet, which he wrote a book about, what's it called? Something about, I think he wrote it kind of on like this discipline stuff, or The Power of One More is what it's called. But he gave a speech on it where he said every morning or at some point during the day, I tell my kids, you know, you're great, you know, you love God, you love us, like all this stuff, like just you speak into them what they are. And so that's what I do that as well every morning. So I encourage, you know, just whatever you want them to turn out to be.
Speak life into them. Yeah.
Exactly. It's weird. I'd never thought about that until I heard that.
Yeah.
But.
That's awesome. So I just thought that was a fun anecdote. But also, we got into the topic of HOAs fairly recently. And, you know,
I watched the veil just close over his eyes. He just glazed over. He's ready.
This is where I reiterate that nothing I say is legal advice, and that this is all my opinion, and I do not speak for my employer or anybody other than myself.
Hey, we can also throw in, this is a comedy podcast.
Yeah, we're just having a good time.
This is
Comedy
for comedic
podcast.
purposes.
This is good. It's just good dumb fun.
It's for comedic purposes.
It's just
it's
for
a comedy podcast.
It's just good dumb fun, you know. But
with that being said, HOAs are terrorist organizations.
Oh, for sure. I agree. I
so
agree.
I've had my own interactions with my HOA because the neighborhood we moved into a few years ago has an HOA, and that was our first. And, you know, I've heard about HOAs, but then experiencing them, I'm like, okay, I'm grateful because I don't think my HOA is one of the like straight up Nazi organization HOAs.
Yeah.
Where it's like they thrive on controlling you.
Right.
But at the same time, they will, you know, send out notices and reminders, and it's all very like passive aggressive, like, hey, just, you know, just
By
hey,
the way, your
generically,
grass is
Yeah.
0.3 inches too tall.
Yeah, like I'm like, get out of my yard and take your ruler and go home.
Yeah.
But no, the interaction I had with them, we wanted to add a screened storm door to the front of our house. And I remember very recently, we had some storms. There was a lot of insurance claims. People were getting new roofs, and we were not one of them. But a lot of people got new roofs, and there was roofing companies in the neighborhood just, 5 days a week for it felt like a couple months, and just people getting the roofs changed. And then our HOA president sends out this notice about, hey, a lot of roofs getting changed, and I didn't hear about it. Like, you got to get these things approved. You can't just change your roof. Like, we have to, help you decide what color of shingle, all this stuff. Like, you cannot change the exterior of your home without our permission. And my first thought was like, what do you want these people to do? Go rip their new roofs off? Like, what do you do now?
This is
That's
literally
what they want you to do.
Yeah.
This is 1984.
Yeah. So we wanted to add a storm door so that we can get some, like, a draft going through our house, and we can, like, leave the doors open without the dogs or the kids getting out. And so I emailed her and I was like, hey, we're thinking about getting a screened storm door. These are the types of things I had in mind. And she emails back and she's like, yeah, we're not really big into storm doors. We kind of like the look of just, your front door. But we have approved some in the past if they kind of fit like a modern style. So we'd prefer it to be 100% glass. And I was like, hey, I get what you're saying, but 100% glass is not going to help a draft come through my house. Like, we want something with a screen in it so that we can let some air in, And she was like, here, and I sent her some examples, and I was like, I saw one like this in the neighborhood somewhere when we were shopping for houses here. And I didn't really think much of that comment. But she latched onto that, because then she was like asking me to be some sort of narc. She's like, where'd you see that? Give me the address. Give me names. And I was like, hey, I don't remember. We looked at several houses. I don't know which one it was. Also, when we looked at the house, it was on backwards. So if we did buy that house, we would have had to switch it. So, like, hopefully whoever bought the house got rid of it, is basically what I said, and she let it go. But anyway, we did end up coming to terms, and then we never did go for the storm door. But, like, just that process, I'm like, dude, I know I signed a contract to live in this neighborhood, and part of that contract is agreeing to the HOA policies. But this, like, I own this house.
Yeah.
So, like, to a certain extent, it burns me because I know I agreed to this, but on the other hand, I'm like, this is mine.
Yeah, I paid the mortgage.
Yeah, like, I own this property.
How much of the HOA pays my mortgage?
I'd like to know what the HOA
Zero.
pays for.
Yeah.
Because I pay my
here?
HOA dues, and I know I'm one of few, because they send out complaints about that too. Like, hey, only a certain percentage have paid their dues, and there's going to be late fees, so you better do it. And I pay it the day it comes out, because I'm like, I don't need nobody knocking on my door,
Yeah.
And my front door, not my storm door. But so I pay my HOA dues. I have no idea what they go towards, other than, like, there's like a pond in the front with a fountain.
Probably?
Yeah, I'm just paying you to be mean to everybody. But Matt, I'm done with my rant.
No, look.
I thought my, like, interactions with HOAs, this dude is an HOA's worst nightmare. And I'm just going to let you go for a minute.
So
This is a comedy podcast.
This is a comedy podcast. Yeah. So HOAs are something. So first, on the budget part of it.
Yeah.
We've had some guy, like some retired dude in our neighborhood. So we live in a neighborhood that is, I want to say it either started right before or right after COVID. And so they're still building in it. And so the developer is our HOA. We don't even, like, the neighborhood doesn't even have any representation. I think technically we do, but they don't ever. I mean, not enough to make any waves.
Yeah. That burns me too, because I'm like, you don't even live here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what it's like.
They just want to have all the controls so they can sell houses, which frustrates me because most of the neighborhood is inhabited now. They're not building any new houses, which is how they're going to keep control, because it has to be a certain percentage. And anyway, so somebody's gotten the budget before, and all I remember from it is that an insane amount of money went to landscaping. Like, I'm talking enough to radicalize you.
Yeah.
And it's so frustrating. So, that'll segue into my first interaction ever with the HOA. Mind you, we paid our dues in the closing. This is the first year we lived there. We're going through the, living life, just doing great. I get a notice that says, hey, your pine straw needs to be replaced because it's not brown. I walk outside, I look at it, I'm like, that looks brown to me. Looks brown. So I call the guy. Funny enough, I've now figured out that this guy helped me open my bank accounts at a certain institution like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, whenever we got married. He doesn't remember me. I remember him because it's a very specific spelling of a name
Sure.
that I've never seen before in a guy. And
Like
he
Geoffrey or something. I'm just guessing.
bleep it.
Yeah. Interesting.
So, yeah, I know. Nice guy. So I call him. Mind you, I went to a work thing in Selma, and so I've got 45 minutes of just nothing in between my house and
Just
Selma.
stewing.
Just stewing. So I call him. And I'm like, hey, how are you? So what do you mean?
Bleep that.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
No, I got it. You're good.
So what are we
handle.
doing here? Like, this is brown. He's like, well, it's not, it's more of a gray now. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's brown. I looked it up, and I sent him a picture. I was like, I looked at the definition on as I'm driving, don't text and drive, kids. As I'm driving, I look up the definition on our HOA rules, and I'm like, dude, my pie straw fits into this definition.
Yeah.
And so we spend probably 30 minutes arguing about the color brown. And at the end of it, he goes, well, I'm an art major, and this is not brown. And I'm like, that adds up. And
Rebuttal, you're a nerd.
No, and I'm like, listen, I'm a lawyer. That's not brown. That is brown. That's the definition. I put in at the end of every signature for the first little bit, I was like, I'm a lawyer. Because there was another thing. There was another thing that he did, and I can't remember it, but we went back and forth on it. Something about weeds, and I'm like, dude, y'all sold me the house, and the weeds were here. We'll get it taken care of, but they grow, and it's the summer. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so in that first conversation, this is where the legal advice. This is not legal advice. I've got an idea, and I haven't really had to use it. I've threatened to use it, so I hope it's exactly how I remember it. Ham radio towers are federally protected. There's very few things the HOA can tell you. There's very few things they cannot tell you no to. That you just basically tell them, hey, I'm doing this. I don't really care what you think about it, and you can do it. That's why they're terrorists. They have too much power. Ham radio towers fall into that. 40-foot tall ham radio towers are federally protected and in most cases federally subsidized.
Ooh.
They'll pay you to do it. And so this is to a certain extent, right? And so I told him, I was like, I might just have to do this one day. Might have to build me over. And so I'm working on a memo, and I'll share with you too whenever I do. That says it's like, well, you denied it, and we'll just for say a screen door. You denied my screen door, and it was going to cost me this, and I was really torn between putting a 40-foot tall ham radio tower in my 6-foot front yard. Yeah. I'm going to really need to go to that since you denied. Thank you for making my choice for me. Would you like to reconsider? So I'm going to find every loophole with the HOAs that I possibly can. And so that we argued for 40 minutes about that. I did that, and he's just like, okay. And so I hate them. And then what did they do this last time? I mean, this is the one. This is actually where I lost my mind. It is a Monday night. I mow the yard after work.
Oh, gosh.
I'm
already mad.
Long day.
A long day.
Yeah.
It starts to rain at the end of it.
Mm.
I don't have a leaf blower at this time. I just have a broom. And what can a broom not do? Sweep wet grass. Sweep wet anything, but it's not going to sweep wet grass.
Yeah,
right.
Brooms don't do wet.
This is at 6 p.m. on Monday night. I am driving home from work. My wife calls me and goes, hey, you're going to be really mad. Check your email. This is Tuesday.
Great start.
This is 4 p.m. This is not 24 hours later.
Yeah.
I have not had a chance to go home yet.
Right. Last time you were home, it was dark.
Last time I was home, it was dark and raining.
Yeah.
They send me a picture. It's time-stamped at 9:30 in the morning on Tuesday. Hey, you've got a violation. You have 30 days to remedy this. You're supposed to keep your sidewalk clean in front of your house. So I email him and I say, this was less than 24 hours ago. You wasted my time and my HOA payer money. Don't ever do this again. He never replied. And so I really haven't talked to him since the last time I talked to him. But anyway, so I swept it, and I said, this is the annoying part. You have to send him a picture that you remedied it. And so I did that.
It's like a fix-it ticket.
Exactly.
Like, please have this signed by an officer and returned to the station.
It's so stupid. So then the other funny, the last time I've talked to him, I couldn't get a hold of my guy. And I've emailed him once since then, or maybe, but this is back in April of 2025. So I called him. I'm like, hey, I'm really trying to get a hold of my guy. And she's like, well, he's out driving around, checking for violations, and he's not gonna have a time today. Can I take a message? I was like, listen, I get that driving around violating people is such hard work, and I get he enjoys it, but I'm really gonna need you to have him call me. And she pauses for a second. Well, that was just so rude. You just did not have to say that. I'll tell him you called. I'm like, I thought that was absolutely hilarious. It was true.
It was.
He has not really violated me again. I did email him. About my pine straw this time, and back in November, and said, hey, guy, I'm going to do it sometime before Christmas. Do not waste your time violating me, because it will get done. And he said, thanks for letting me know. And that was it.
I'm gonna go where doers get more done, and I'm gonna get you a brown paint swab with just like the various, just so you can keep it at the house and be like, yep, brown.
I just feel like what is necessary is a 1776 level of revolt
response,
where you have to just get every person in the neighborhood to be like, we're just gonna all spray paint our yards red, white, and blue, and we're not gonna change it, and we can just say Molon Labe, and you can come get me.
Speaking of red, white, and blue, I don't fact check me on this. I think you can put up an American flag to a certain point, and they can't tell you no.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna definitely do it.
You should hang the American flag on your ham radio tower.
I 100%
like seven of them. Every like 4 feet, add a flag to it and be like, what are you gonna do about it?
If I didn't plan to ever move, I would put up the ham radio tower just to be a jerk.
I can't imagine how much money it would cost to put up a 40-foot ham radio tower.
Whenever I do have my forever home, I will do it just out of principle.
Yeah.
If it's on,
I do not have an HOA. I've never had an HOA. I cannot.
You're blessed.
I cannot imagine.
They're the worst.
That's crazy.
Man. They're the worst. And then when the developer does it, then they up your fees every year and don't really have inflation.
It's
like,
literally like,
that's what I want to know. Where's my pool?
It's literally like a second government. You're like, everything I do I breathe and I get taxed on breathing, and now I have a second government who's like, your grass is too tall. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah. I've got a lot of good neighborhood stories.
I'm just picturing you. I'm picturing you riding into your neighborhood on horseback, and you're like, the HOA's coming. The HOA's coming.
We have a spy. Somebody. No. We have a spy in our Facebook page that reports stuff to the HOA. So every time somebody posts about the HOA, I always make sure to comment, be careful, the spy's listening, but they suck. I don't know who it is. I don't know. When that makes sense, because somebody drove through my neighborhood the next morning and was like, and it wasn't, there's no way it was just a random check. Like, what are the odds? It's like,
okay, devil's advocate.
Uh-huh.
It's terrible. HOAs are terrible. But as far as gigs go, like jobs, if you're just running around being a jerk all day, getting paid whatever, that's not a bad gig if you're a hater.
Talking about,
professional hater.
Absolutely.
That's a pretty sweet job. You're like, you tell me you're going to pay me like $45,000 a year to just go around and be a hater? That's all I got to do? Just drive around neighborhoods and go, you suck. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet gig.
Sit in meetings
pictures
and talk about how much they suck, and that's about it.
Yeah.
What sucks is that the people who get those jobs are always the people who love it the most.
Yeah.
You don't get a tolerant.
No, this is a passion project for them.
Yeah.
They're like, I do this for free.
Yeah.
And there's people talking about neighborhood Facebook pages. There are people who do it for free.
For sure.
Yeah.
Neighborhood anything. You go on like a city Facebook page, like City of Blank Facebook, and see the things people say in there. Yeah. I'm like, bro.
There is.
You shouldn't be saying that on the internet.
Our neighborhood has, complainers. There's one in particular I think of that drove. She said, "Is this older lady?" She's like, "I just drove through the neighborhood. This is at 2:00 on a Tuesday, like just retirement behavior." She drives through the neighborhood and counted the cars that were parked on the street, and said that our HOA, policies say that you have to be in your garage, and your garage should be used for parking, not storage.
It's like, God
and all this
forbid a
stuff.
family has people that
Yeah.
love them and want to spend
Yeah.
time
She
with them.
doesn't.
Yeah. But then we also have like on the Facebook page we have the narcs, and then we have like the trolls.
Uh-huh.
And the trolls are so funny. There's this one guy on our Facebook page.
Oh,
I have no idea who he is, but he'll get on there and he'll just like everybody complaining about anything. He'll get on there and make fun of them.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
that's
So
his-
he's actually a hero.
oh,
Okay.
yeah. No,
You name dropped, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah. No, this is like
Okay, so he's the hero.
he's the good restaurant of our Facebook page that I'm willing to name. But I don't know the guy, so like I'm not going to say his last name. I couldn't tell you right now if I wanted to.
One of my goals is if I ever live in an HOA that the developer doesn't own it,
You need to run for president.
I'm going to run for president. I'm going to win, and I'm just going to turn it into the most easygoing HOA.
You're gonna
'Cause
be-
I will refuse. Oh, just send all the violations to me. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Yeah, you're going to be the Ron Swanson of HOAs.
Ron
sure.
Swanson is
taking
my
it
spirit animal.
taking it down from the inside.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's awesome. Well, we are getting close to time.
Yeah.
So, would you like to make your case for sports gambling? Because I think I said this is not a
This is a comedy podcast.
This is
right.
a comedy podcast.
So, I said this is not an I forget the word I used, but basically we're not recommending sports gambling. That's all I said. You said I absolutely recommend it or something along that line. You're like, hey, what's wrong with it? And then long time listener Sterling, who I don't know if we lost him after that Bigfoot thing,
I hope
but
we did.
I haven't. I hope he's doing okay.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Anyway,
Sterling,
so he
I'm
was
kidding.
like,
I love you.
Sterling says,
Sterling knows I love him.
Yes. Sterling says, I would love to debate Matt on sports gambling because it's ruining people's lives. So, Matt.
Well, I mean,
Go ahead.
I think you could make the same argument that credit cards are ruining people's life.
Facts.
And
For sure.
so this is all my opinion. I think that as an American citizen, I should have the ability to put $5 on Alabama to win a football game in the great state of Alabama.
Sure.
Whenever I visit. And
Yeah, because that's not where we are.
no.
Just to clarify.
I think you should be able to do that and not have to go to an illegal site that you might get either scammed or you can use your because here's the other thing is when you legalize, I'm really just for legalization, because if you use a legal site, they have standards. You can't use most likely can't use a credit card. You can't you set limits that they won't let you deposit any other above this. The offshore sites don't do that. If you go to a bookie, they can take loans. I mean, I was talking in all
Allegedly.
seriousness.
You
Allegedly.
would never do any of this.
Well, I've actually
Yeah.
never gone to an illegal site. I've
Well,
only
good.
only
Me neither.
participated whenever I've gone to a state that has legal.
Yeah.
For the very reasons that I'm stating. I was at a dinner.
I believe him.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I think you're being truthful.
I went to a dinner with a group of friends in December, and there was a kid I'd never met. I say kid. He runs a bookie, a casino, and a loan business, all under the table, all illegal, and that's what and he straight up told me if legalization happened, it would kill my sports betting business.
Yeah, it's like drug dealers.
Yes,
in
exactly.
Colorado, they were mad.
And I want to be
You know?
I want to be very clear. I do not support anybody who has a problem gambling, but you can still do it now. And so it's not like legalization versus non-legalization doesn't do anything to these people that already have a problem. It just stops certain people who don't have a problem from doing it the legal route. And that's what I think. I've personally, what I do with these apps, I put a few bucks in, place a bet, I get my bonus that they give you, and then I play on the bonus, and I don't put money in after that. You just got to know your limits. You got to set your time, and that's really, I look at it the same thing. I mean, you could get addicted to shopping.
Sure.
And spend all your money on
Yeah.
credit cards.
Drinking.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind
Anything.
of what I look. And now if you're,
Anything. It's all the same.
Well, there are people I know that think that one drink's bad. And I mean, hey, if that's your stance, more power to you. But it's the same thing. We'll say it's the same thing as coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, if I abuse caffeine, it's something I need to work on. But
We know the remedy.
yeah,
Yeah.
discipline.
Caffeine.
But that's just why I'm for it. I mean, it's something that I don't think is harmful if done right.
So you see it more as a game to play, like you put a quarter in at a arcade.
Exactly.
It's like you're losing that money, but you get to play.
Well, since sometimes you get a prize back.
Right,
It's
and
the price of playing.
yeah, but even at an arcade, you can sit there and pump quarters into a machine,
Exactly.
hoping to get
Been
the stuffed
there.
animal, and it never comes because the claw machines are rigged.
Been there, brother.
So, I think I get what you're saying. I just wanted to use that example.
A guy that I know me and Josh listen to a lot, who does college football. He represents, or he's sponsored by a certain company, and he always says his argument is, fun money. If I want to go, you go see a movie. So Patrick goes and sees a new Avatar movie. He spends, we'll say $20 on the ticket, the food that he gets there, has great 3 hours, goes home. Why can't I put that $20 instead of going to a movie? Why, I'm going to spend it somewhere anyway. It's not getting invested. It's not going to bills. It's not, I've already given money to, tithing, whatever you want to call that, giving money. So why can't I just go put it on a game to enhance my viewing experience whenever I watch Alabama Auburn?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what my whole point is. Like, yes, can it be harmful? Absolutely. Is it harmful if done right? Absolutely not.
Yeah. And it's the whole argument, like nobody starts doing something with the intention of becoming addicted to that thing.
Yeah.
Unless it's black coffee and you drink 4 straight.
I kind of screwed myself. I did.
You're like, I'm going to go on the addiction plan. And I'm going to kickstart this bad boy.
I did.
There's a way to do that. There's a way. There's a way to, there's a way to do it wrong. But I guess if you're playing it like a game or like as entertainment, your argument is it can be done that way in moderation without becoming a problem because you're limiting yourself up front.
But also
now,
it's based on the person.
But you also have to know yourself because
Yeah.
if you're like, hey, I think I have an addictive personality, this could become a problem for me, so I should avoid this.
Right.
Then
Well, that's why I don't, whenever I deposit.
I'm probably never going to put money on a game.
And that's smart if you don't. And so what I do, I do some pools that are season long. I put the money, the first year I did it, I didn't have this opportunity because it was right there, but I put the money in, and whatever, out of all my winnings, I took I was like, okay, well, I'm going to need, we'll just say $300. I put that $300 away, didn't touch it for the year. That's what I used for the next year. And then everything else, I just had winnings. And then the next couple of years, I did the same thing. And so that's one way to do it, is where you play off your winnings.
You're allotting your fun money.
Yeah, you just allot. I mean, you just
the same way you would allot it to go buy a toy or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whenever I make a new account because I went to a different state or whatever, I only put, it's either $5 or $10 depending is the minimum you have to do. Whatever the minimum is, I do that. I don't put any more in it because I'm like, because then I'm gonna start. I know myself, and if I do it twice, well, then I'm gonna do it 3 times. But if I do it once and don't do it twice, then I'm good.
Yeah. Well, as a 30-year-old male, I get ads about all these sports books.
Yeah.
Any YouTube video I watch because they're targeting.
Yeah, they're on a big ad campaign right now.
So whether it's, I'm not going to name drop them, but there's several that I see almost daily, and I know they do the bonus bet thing. So it's like, hey, put 5 in, you get 300 back. Like they're trying to draw you in, kind of give you a small dose to get you into it, and then So if you're playing on the fun money, you're like, I spent $5 on a game. If you're picking Ohio State to beat UL Monroe, you can put $5 on that because you're going to get the 300.
Yeah,
because you're gonna win.
You're gonna get your your $6 back from that. You make $1, and then you get 300. Your $300 bet that you can just put on whatever.
And then play with the fun money until it runs out, or you make money or whatever. But I get that. And I was just thinking about this as you were talking. I'm not anti gambling. I know it's not for me. I don't recommend it to people because I just think it's not always financially responsible.
I don't recommend
if it's an entertainment thing, if you're using hey, I'm going to spend this $20 on this football game instead of the movie theater, I can get that. But I also just remembered I don't even know if you knew this. I did win the lottery one time.
How much are we talking?
I had to split it with 2 other people because we were at an event working for a company I won't name because I don't know if we were supposed to be doing this. And the Nebraska lottery was there.
Podcast.
Yeah, this is all made up. None of this happened. This is just a fun story I came up with. The Nebraska lottery was right across from us at this event we were working at, and they were like, "Hey, we're trying." Like, it was a slow day or whatever, so they just gave us like a stack of scratchers to like, "Hey, if you guys need something to do," and the jackpot was $10,000 on these scratchers. And we agreed at the beginning, hey, when we're not talking to customers or whatever, we'll just sit here with a penny and kind of scratch these off. And then whatever we win, because you win $1 here or $5 there, we'll use that money rather than cashing out to get more tickets, like lottery tickets. And so this is just how we were killing time.
Yep.
And we paid no money. And then one of the ladies I was working with hits the jackpot. There were 3 of these in the state, and we had one of them.
That's crazy.
We found out, yeah. So we ended up winning the jackpot, $10,000. We split it between 3 of us, but then, the government takes 40% off the top.
So you got like $30.
So we and the state of Nebraska won the lottery. And so there's, $6,000 divided by 3, and then we gave her most of the cut because she was going to get wrecked in the tax bracket for this, because it was going to carry her into a new bracket. She's going to pay more taxes. So I think I walked away with $1,200 for nothing.
That's pretty good.
Did you put the $1,200 back in the scratches?
No, I cashed out.
Powerball.
Yeah. I'm like, I got the itch now. No, I think I get my funding confused because I saved up money as a kid, and I think I used that on the ring for my wife, and then the $1,200 I think I put towards the honeymoon.
Did she know you put dirty gambling money towards? Okay.
Yeah. No, dude, I told her immediately. I was like, "Hey, I just won the lottery, by the way." And she was like, "Wait, what?"
I have an opposite story.
Yeah.
I won the lottery.
Oh gosh.
My buddy, we were visiting, and this was a guy like I had known for like 15 years over video games. We met for the first time, and he was like, "I want to go to a casino," and I'm like, "Dude, I'm not about that." But he's like, "Just go with me," and I was like, "Okay, I'll go." And so peer pressure, he was like, "Why don't you just try it once, see if you like it?" I'm like, "You're the devil."
Come on,
first.
Patrick. How bad can it be?
But I went in and I bought $20. I had $20 worth of credit. Mm-hmm. I went in and put $20 into one of those slot machines. I hit the button 5 times and went to 0, and I stood up and was like, "I'll never do this again." I was like, "This is the worst thing that ever happened to me."
The one time, the last thing I'll say, one time I went to a casino, the one time I've gambled at a casino, was on a golf trip with a bunch of guys 2 years ago. We were in Biloxi. It was the IP, yeah, something like that. No free ads. And I'm like, you know what? Roulette sounds fun. So I only did roulette because I wanted to do blackjack, but I'm not good enough at the game. But I was like, I'd rather put the money towards. They have a sports book there at that time. So I think this is the one time I put I took $100, broke it off into 5s, and did like 20 different bets for the weekend. But I put $20 into roulette from my winnings on sports betting. I hit on black. I hit it great. So I've got 40. I put it on black again, and I don't know if y'all want to bleep the name, whatever. He's on this golf trip with me. He comes with.
Oh, him, I know who he is.
And mind you, he's not gambling. I want to be clear. He's not gambling.
Oh, he would
he's
never.
just hanging out with us guys.
Yeah, he would never.
And he says, put it on green. Mind you, green is 1 or 0. It's green, whatever. If you hit it, it's like.
It's like the lottery.
I thought they
you
were
hit the
all.
lottery.
Aren't they all red and black, or is there like one
there's
green?
There's
green.
One.
And it's 0. And so which is
crazy.
You're basically hitting the lottery. And I'm like, I look at him like, no, hit it on black. Goes green.
Oh.
I missed out on like whatever it was. It was like going to be $10,000 or something like that. It was. I look at him. I'm like, I should have listened to you. And I've never said that before in my life. I'm just kidding.
And you looked at him and you said, "Bleep, you need to come with me every time from now on."
Like, you have a superpower, and I intend to cash in.
That's crazy. Like,
I know.
I feel like if you ran the numbers statistically on him calling that has to be.
Yeah, technically he won.
It has to be like asteroid level.
It's almost
numbers.
like it's almost like and I'm not saying this lightly or jokingly. It's almost like God told him, "Hey, tell Matt. Matt's not going to listen to you." And I'm using this to show Matt that that gambling's not on a casino is not the best and what can happen. So tell him Green. He's not going to listen to you, but this way he knows that I don't need to do this because I'm going to be wrong.
That is.
I'm not
funny.
kidding. It's almost like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Or my guardian angel, whatever.
this was a lot of fun.
This was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
You got to come back
Hey, hopefully I can be a recurring friend of the program.
We'd
sure.
love that. Yeah, just let us know
Anytime,
your
man.
availability.
anytime. You
We're
let
here.
us know.
So,
You just
That's
let me
true.
know.
We're not
Yeah.
going anywhere as
All
far
right.
as we know.
any closing remarks?
Discipline and Jesus. Two best things you can do.
In no particular order.
Follow Jesus, have discipline in that order.
There you go. Okay.
There you go,
There you go. All right. Anything else?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Matt.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
This was a
Matt.
lot of
It's great.
fun.
This was a lot of fun.
Would you like to join us for our sign out or sign off?
I'm going to be honest, I forget.
We'll hit
That's
you.
okay. You'll know
yeah,
what to
just-
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yep.
ends with the Good Dumb Fun show. So you just,
Perfect.
I think
Let's do
you'll
it.
pick up on it. All right. I've been Josh,
I've been Patrick.
I've been Matt.
and
And
you've
this-
been listening to
The Good Dumb Fun Show. Hey!